I am James, and I am coming from the lights. Welcome to Bumpus Time, James, like I just said, and
I'm Adam.
We got a lot to talk about. Hey, we do. We got a lot to talk about. You might not see me. Woo, I'm from the lights. But we got a lot to talk about. We got Fastlane. We got Raw, SmackDown. We got
Shit Cabal.
Weird. Yeah, we got Shit Cabal. Basketball. College basketball. We got the conference tournaments going on right now. Who's going to be placed where? Who's going to be the 4 number 1 seeds? Who are they going to be? We're going to give you who the 4 number 1 seeds are, and we're going to do that right now.
Duke, and Duke.
Maybe not. They are injured and they are losing. They can't beat North Carolina this year.
We'll still give it to them.
Unless North Carolina wins the ACC. They might.
Maybe.
They might. I'm gonna look it up right now. Not really look it up, but I'm gonna tell you. Oh man, boy, am I surprised. All right, so no, wait, what? How is Cincinnati? Oh wow, this is ACC. Oh man, woohoo! I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Here we go. So, Zags. Number 1 seed? Yes. I believe that. Zags are the number 1 seed. I'm actually going to go, whoever wins the UNC Duke game, which I think it'll be Duke. It'll be Duke. Duke will be a number 1 seed. So I got Zags and Duke as number 1 seeds. I'm not feeling Virginia, and North Carolina would just be stupid. I mean, I know they've had North Carolina and Duke as number 1 seeds before plenty of times. I just don't think that they have the star power. I understand who they beat through.
They never really.
It wasn't with Zion Williamson.
They never really have star power though. They're always just like a good team that randomly finds ways to beat up on like all the teams formed with like superstars and everything.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what?
That's all they did when they beat Illinois in the Final Four.
Oh yeah.
It was like they had May was their biggest star and even he didn't amount to anything and. It's just like a random team just beats the hell out of all the people with stars.
It's true. But I'm throwing out there, like I said, Zags, Duke, Michigan State,
maybe.
And then just because everybody just loves to jerk off to the Blue Bloods, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky. There's your 4 number 1 seeds. I think Kentucky will be the weakest of those 4. But yeah, I could totally see those 4. I mean, it's probably going to be Michigan State and Michigan at the end of the Big Ten championship. And yeah, if Michigan beats Michigan State, then yeah, probably guaranteed not Michigan State. And then yeah, they might put in North Carolina because, jerk off to the fucking Blue Bloods. That's how it's all about. But yeah, those are my 4. I got the Zags, I got Duke, I got Michigan State, and I got Kentucky. That's right, Kentucky. So, who's your final 4? Not final 4, but your top 4. Your top 4 seeds.
I agree with those, but I'm not really sold on Michigan or Michigan State winning the Big Ten. Because there's always a team that...
It's wide open this year.
It is.
It's fucking wide open.
But when it gets to tournament time, Wisconsin always finds ways...
Yes.
To just beat the hell out of everyone.
You're right.
And
you're right.
Even when they're not supposed to,
they just
find ways to keep doing it. I could seriously see Wisconsin just beating both of them and winning
the Big Ten tournament.
Even if they do, I don't know if they'd end up being number 1.
No, they won't. Yeah, they're way down there. Exactly. They won't be a number 1. It might pop them up to a number 2 or 3.
Yeah,
3. We'll go with 3. Let's not go too far into the 2s. But yeah, I think Wisconsin does have a legitimate chance. They always play Michigan and Michigan State very, very close. But yeah, Big Ten is wide open. We got a couple other teams. I don't like Texas Tech. Tennessee, they started off hot, great. They'll be a 4 seed and they might be gone, or 3 seed or whatever. I'm liking Houston.
Yeah.
I am liking Houston. Houston actually has 4 point guards ball, people that know how to control the ball. And you need people to, not turn the ball over. They have 4 really good guards in Houston, and I think they could possibly go far. I'm not going to say they're, we'll we'll get to that, because we got tournament time next Thursday. Thursday is when it starts. Wednesday is what we'll give you. And you know what? I might try to, because I tried making an Instagram. Instagram sucks. I can't do that.
Better than Twitter.
I was going to do a Twitter.
I hate Twitter.
Why?
Because, Twitter is basically...
I want to just text.
Twitter's
you already seen my ugly face too much.
The new, Facebook, where all the tweets are, oh, I'm having a wonderful day. I just got coffee, and it's so great. I'm so happy. That's all Twitter is now.
Yeah, but I'm just going to do, tweets of, yay, bet on this game, or hey, here's... what my upsets are of the day and tournaments and the tournaments, little reactions of holy shit, Landon Collins is in Washington, holy shit, Eric Weddle is in fucking Rams.
But I could also see even though they're in a weak conference, I could see Marquette moving up and getting top seed.
They've been struggling a little bit as of late. But oh man, Marcus Howard.
Mm-hmm.
He is my no homo heartthrob. I love Marcus Howard. That guy, woo boy, he's going to be the next Steph Curry, the next Trae Young. Trae Young's not even the next Trae Young yet. But I'll say this: Marcus Howard will have a better career in the NBA than Trae Young. Yep, you heard it from me first.
But Trae Young's on Atlanta, so how good of a career could you really have?
Well, he'll want to get out of Atlanta in 3-4 years, so it don't matter. But no, Marcus Howard.
But yeah, I could see
he's going to hit a buzzer beater this year.
Marquette moving up, getting on. I can even see, because of what happened with them last year, Loyola randomly being put in again.
But they lost their tournament. They lost to Bradley, so I think they're gone. I think the best they could do is the NIT. Yeah, Bradley won that tournament. I think they beat. They didn't even beat Loyola. Loyola lost, I think, early in that tournament, if I'm not mistaken. We got some interesting ones. We got Buffalo.
Yeah.
Kansas is sitting with a 23-8 record. They might be something to look out for. And so with Villanova. Nova is always there. Nova and Kansas might bust a couple brackets because, Kansas is a blue blood, and they have the star power. It's just, 23-8 something to see.
The only reason I don't think Villanova will is I think Marquette will knock them out.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
either way,
tournament,
either way, I think Marquette's gonna
possibility.
take on. I mean, I don't know because it looks like Drake is topping the Missouri Valley right now.
No, they already had the bracket, and Bradley won the tournament. They already knocked themselves in. They're in the big game. They're gonna do shit.
They're not gonna put them 9-9.
Well, no, they have to. They won the tournament. They won their tournament. It doesn't matter if they're fucking 5-28.
They'll find an excuse.
No, they're in. Just like I think it was a year or two ago, there was a 10-18 team that won their conference tournament, and that gets you into the big dance.
They'll find a way to get them out. They'll sorry, the tournament's on this day. Show up and they'll just give them the wrong date and the wrong address.
Dude, men's college. I'm typing way too much right now. Basketball. I can't even fucking think.
They'll just be like, you did good, but this is the date for the tournament to show up on. You'll be fine. They're gonna give them somewhere in fucking Canada. They're just gonna be there waiting and where's the game?
Oh man, I can't think of the fucking word. Guaranteed? No. Basketball. Bradley is in, damn it! I know they are.
You think they are, but you don't know that they're not going to find a way to just move them aside.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on here. Here, boom, there, and see the bids. That's what I was looking for. Bids. Here, these are the teams that are already in, and here, this is going to be our little impromptu. How far are they going to go? Which is probably nowhere at all. Oh, what the fuck is all this shit? Maybe
those
we're not
conferences.
I know. Oh, damn you motherfuckers. So, American East. Oh, this is going to take fucking forever. But no, they're in. I know they are.
You think they are?
They are.
If you were so confident, you wouldn't be looking it up.
Automatic bids, that's what it is. 2019 men's basketball.
I was going to say every team but them.
No, they're in. I swear to God. Go look it up. Oh, here we go. Fuck, it's the same shit, man! Holy shit. What about this? This is goddamn same shit. Why is this happening to me?
Because they don't want you to know that they took them out.
It's this.
They don't want you to know that they're in. They just took it upon themselves to just kick them out.
They're goddamn in. No, hold on. Well, these are all like 16-10. Okay, but like, why does it fucking show? Oh my God.
Because they're not in anymore. They took them out.
Why is it the same fucking thing? This bullshit of what's going on right now, man.
They took them out.
Bracketology. Here we go. Bracketology's got it. Oh, well, this is just showing this fucking shit.
They took them out. They're gone. They're done.
This is like a technical difficulties right now. This is the fucking most terrible shit. ESPN always has this shit going on, so hold on. We'll get to it.
They're gonna bring you to the same page.
This is some bullshit, man.
They're all. I'm telling you, they're not gonna let them stay.
NCAA. Hey, cat! Another cat fucking killing shit. God damn it, man. I can't. All right, here. Bracketology. Come on, where's the automatic bids, motherfucker?
They got rid of them.
No, they didn't get rid of them. SMC, upsets number 1 Gonzaga? There you go, look at that! SMC just upset Zags. Are the Zags now the number 1 team? Probably not, because they'll just take them away and put North Carolina in. See, shit's happening right now. We don't even
you know what's not happening?
It.
Bradley being in the tournament.
Damn it, yes they are! Oh, Champ Week. Here we go. I got this shit under wraps. So, yeah. Missouri. Bradley! Ha! First one! There it is! Can you see that? No, you can't. No, because, but there! Bradley! I know it's probably like upside down. No, it's not. It's Bradley. There. Bradley is in. Gardner Webb. First time ever for them. I knew about that. Liberty. The Flames. They're going to flame on, baby. We got Murray State. Hey, Murray State, they do some things. Wofford. They're 29-4. Watch out for them. Iona. See? Iona's even 17-15. And they are in. Northern Kentucky? Yeah. And, Farley Dickinson. The Farley Dickinson Knights. Northeastern. Yeah, there you go. Northeastern. North Dakota, St. Mary's. So yeah, there you go.
All those teams are gonna just send letters to saying that they're no longer in the tournament.
And you know what? I'm even gonna have. Oh wow! And yeah, Bradley's 20-14. I'm saying it. Bradley upsets whoever they face in the first round.
Plus they face Duke.
They'll do it. They'll do it. Mm-hmm. Bradley's gonna do it, man. Sure I believe. They're the only team of Illinois right now. Representing Illinois. They're it right now.
Isn't Northwestern?
Well, Northwestern is facing Illinois, and if they beat Illinois...
if they beat Illinois, that's not really a question. Everyone beats Illinois.
Hey, Illinois is a 3-point favorite.
They're still going to lose. They just gave
them... Northwestern has one of their key guys that's out.
They just gave them those 3-point favorites so they feel good about themselves. Like, we know you suck.
All right, Northwestern wins, and I think they might get... I'm hoping that they get... Or no, that they reseed, don't they?
Yeah, they reseed.
Fuck! That means they're going to get Michigan State.
Yeah.
I really want them to get Purdue because Purdue just blows ass. Like, Purdue just sucks.
Oh yeah, Northwestern wins at Reese's and then they go into Michigan.
Yeah, I think they're the 12 and 13 seed.
Yeah.
12 seed or 13 seed in Illinois is the 12 or 13. So yeah, so they're going to get Michigan State. Well, there goes that.
Unless Michigan State gets beaten by Butler.
Butler?
Yep.
Butler's not in the Big Ten, are they?
They're going to put them in there.
No, get out of here. No, the next thing you're going to say Loyola's going to be in.
They could be. They'll randomly do it. They do stupid shit like that.
They
do stupid shit like that all the time, but they're just like randomly, oh, you can go in. There's 80 teams in this thing. Well, why don't you go in too?
Well, okay, fine. So, back to the number ones. Now that the Zags lost, you still think they're going to be the number ones? One of the number ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's really going to change anything.
I hope not, but you never know.
Because
the committee might go, oh, Blue Bloods! Blue Bloods! Oh, Jesus! Blue Bloods!
For it to happen, then, like, Duke or North Carolina would have to, like, convincingly beat the other one for them to move up to Gonzaga's position. If Gonzaga doesn't drop out of the top four, they're automatically...
They're the number one team overall right now, so we'll see.
I mean, it might get them down to like the 3 or 4 spot, which means they'd probably have an easier bracket. But
you would hope so.
They face Butler first.
16 seed Butler?
Yep.
I don't even know what Butler's record was this year.
They face Gonzaga first.
What the fuck? Dear mother of Lord. Oh, Bradley, you were talking about my Bradley team.
Yeah, they're going to congratulations, you can get Saga first. They're just going to walk into the gym and lie. What did we do? We finally did good and now you're punishing us.
Okay, so before we even look at the bracket, well, no, fuck that. No, we'll wait until next week. Fuck you guys. We're not going to go there. Fuck Duke and all that shit. We'll do the Zion Williamson shit next week when we actually have the bracket. Because that's going to be like an hour long by itself. The fucking bracket's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna pick what I pick every year, and 1 year it's going to be right. Wisconsin versus Marquette. 1 year it's going to be right.
No. There's... We'll see. That's
1 year.
They have good shots at it.
1 year they'll be right.
It's just
a hard possibility because they usually start off on the same side. But
yeah, and usually exactly. They're usually on the same fucking side. But no, I think it's gonna. All right. This question I will ask: do you think it's gonna be a very chalkboard tournament where you just have all the all the high seeds win? Or do you think it's going to be a lot more crazier, kind of like last year when we actually had a 16 over a 1 and all sorts of fucked up shit going on?
I don't think it's going to be like that again this year. I think last year that all happened because Loyola got incredibly hot and incredibly lucky during their run. I think, although I will say this, that what I kind of told my friend about that last game against Michigan.
Yeah.
I think, like, I know they both play on the same floor, so you can't really say it. I think that court might have fucked them up. Because that was a really strange thing to play on. Yeah, the fact that to get off the bench, they had to, like, go upstairs and, like...
I think on your elevator, it's like, what is this shit?
I thought that was really weird to have, like, a championship game, basically.
And that's what they always do, too. It's bullshit.
It
really is.
But... I don't think any of these teams this year that are going to be that low of seeds really have
a good shot.
Like Loyola did at that time. At the time, no one thought Loyola had a shot, but I don't know. Okay. You have to be going in incredibly hot and incredibly lucky, which Loyola was up until then. They hadn't lost a game in 3 months when they got into the tournament.
And with the team. I'm not going to ask the question, of course, but like a team like Duke that has 3 top 5 players in the whole fucking country, it's going to be tough to beat a team like that,
The only way you do that is if you're kind of like I described North Carolina as. If it's just like a solid team that no matter who they're playing, they always play their game, they always do what they do. and just end up winning, like that will probably stop Duke. Like I don't even think Duke's gonna go that far. I think they could probably get eliminated quick.
Really? Well, I mean, if Zion Williamson is healthy, I mean, I don't think anybody. Now I'm going to answer my own question that I was going to say last week. How far do you think Duke's going to do it all, or are they going to get eliminated?
They'll get eliminated.
I think if Zion Williamson is healthy and playing, I think they steamroll through everybody. I think it's just Duke.
Watch right before the tournament.
I hope I'm wrong.
Right before the tournament starts, Zion's like, you know what? I'm taking all the NBA players' advice. So I'm going to sit down for this.
You anti-NCAA son of a bitch.
Like, I'm just going to...
You're going to bring this shit up again? Motherfucker!
I'm just going to take myself out. Duke, you had a great run. But this is their time now.
He will be hated in Duke if he does
that. It's Duke. It's not like when's he ever going to go back there?
Maybe to like say some speeches and like I don't know. Like
why?
God damn you! Why you gotta do this to me, man? Why you gotta do this?
I love it if like right before the tournament starts, he just has a press conference like, you know what? I'm good. Be like, I'm still a little sore. I don't think I should play these games. Maybe if they make it to the finals. Hey, bye.
Well, if they're healthy, they win it all. If Zion Williamson is not healthy,
or if he chooses to sit down, I love it if that's what he was waiting for too. If he was just waiting for the tournament to begin to be like, I'm done.
I'm out. Hey, I'm the number 1 pick of the draft, so I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I'm done.
Fuck you. They will not make the Elite Eight.
And to watch RJ Barrett does that too. Like, you know what? He had a good idea. I'm done too.
I hate this. You son of a bitch. No, they won't even make the Elite Eight if they don't have Zion. Mm-hmm. They won't even make the Elite Eight. Speaking of teams that will not make places that they want to be at, what a great transition. The LA Lakers. I know. I'm sorry. Everybody, LeBron James. Well, guess what? I got a question for you. Stop doing this. I don't know why I'm like OCD. Did LeBron James make the right or wrong choice by going to LA?
He kind of made both. He made the right because that for his business, that's a good idea to be in LA. For winning basketball.
The Clippers. Could have went to LA Clippers.
But the Clippers aren't viewed in LA like the Lakers are.
That's true.
For winning, no, he made a terrible decision.
But he knew going into the season that it was going to be.
I don't think he knew it was going to be this bad. Like he thought they had at least enough talent to where he could just like roll them into the playoffs.
Yeah, and then get killed by Golden State.
Yeah.
You know, I agree.
I also think he made the bad decision because the past few years, who's been the ones beating him? It's Golden State.
Yeah.
So why would you go to that conference when you had a Cavs team that had Kyrie, Kevin Love, had team players around you could work. If you couldn't beat them then, why would you go into their conference and like, oh, I have Lonzo Ball now. I'm gonna play.
I got Lonzo Ball, everybody. Woo! That really did well. No, I 100% agree with everything that you said.
But I also say another interesting thing in the NBA, the Bulls actually finally made a good decision.
Out of Porter Jr.?
No.
That was really good.
But they decided to sit out Zach LaVine the rest of the year.
Good.
Because he's injured.
Yeah, but they got in trouble with that shit last year. They got fined.
But he's actually a little hurt.
Oh, okay. I got a little bit of a gift. I could totally play, but if you want me to sit out.
But, and that
something up now.
also is like a great decision because they're only like percentage points ahead of Cleveland for one of the top picks.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
Cleveland's been winning recently somehow.
Thank God. Well, I know they're winning recently too. They were like 5 out of 7. But now
that Levine's out, they probably because he's good for like 20, 30 points.
Winning.
The Otto Porter Jr. trade was a good one.
Right now,
Bulls are
the top 3 pay because the top 3 always gets, or the worst 3 always gets the same amount of percentage now to get away from the fucking
lottery ball.
Oh my God, tank. There you go, tank. Knicks 13-55, Phoenix 16-52, Cleveland 17-51, and then you got our little Bulls are a game and a half ahead of Cleveland. But hopefully that can change.
But also, if they play Cleveland again 2 more times, I think, and without Levine,
right,
they're probably going to lose those games.
How about Phoenix, man? I mean, you got fucking Booker, and I always said Ayton was going to be a bust, and he's having a really good year actually. Yeah. But like that team has some pieces that could be very good, that are playing okay. It's just that they have no bench. They have nothing.
Right.
And they're going to probably get RJ Barrett.
Yeah.
If they have top 3 picks. Or even Zion.
And that's kind of what I was thinking.
Which is weird.
Thinking too. I'd much rather the Bulls get into the number 3 pick than the number 1 pick.
Because
I don't want Barrett. No, I don't want Barrett or Zion. I want Murray because I want them to have a point guard. They don't need a power forward.
No, they don't.
They don't need a shooting guard since they have Porter.
True.
They need a point guard that can distribute and score, which Chris Dunn cannot.
No, he cannot.
And getting Murray would be a huge upgrade for them.
Oh, yeah.
More than Barrett or Zion would. Because if you get Zion, then either Lowry's on the bench or has to play center, which he's not set up good to do because he's not that good enough defensively to face some of the centers. So he'd be better off staying at forward. And then if you wanted to put Zion at small forward, then what are you going to do with Levine, who you just re-signed?
Well, no, you just go smaller then. I mean, Markkanen is your center. Yeah. Zion is your power forward. Or no, Zion's your center. Markkanen's your 4. Levine's at small forward.
Done.
Otto forward, and then you got done. But
then you still have done.
Well, then do you get a? Don't they have another pick in this front?
No, they only have 1 pick this year.
This 1 pick, God damn it. Well then, I guess they got Chris Dunn.
Unless they somehow convince Kyrie to.
Not happening. He's going to New York. And speaking of New York, here is. Oh man, I'm gonna work myself up again on this one. Here's my douche of the week. This guy should be douche of the month. Douche of the year, douche of the decade. I think he's in running right now for douche of the year of 2019. I am talking about the owner of the New York Knicks, James fucking douchebag Dolan. This motherfucker is a billionaire. Fine, that's not why he's a douche. But this motherfucker is a billionaire, and just because a New York fan said to him, "Sell the team!" Didn't say a swear word, didn't say anything derogatory, no slang, just sell the team. James Dolan was like, security, got the guy, kicked him out of Madison Square Garden. Now, I hate New York fans, and to begin with, but who the fuckaroo are you to fucking kick somebody out just for expressing their opinion in a PG manner? Who the fuck are you? And then on top of it, the guy is banned from all Knicks games, and James Dolan even says, "Yeah, I hope you like watching my team from the TV." Well, yeah, motherfucker, because I don't have to pay this shit-ass money to see the fucking worst team in the last 2 decades.
I mean, of all the things to be banned from, I don't think it's that big of a punishment to be banned from Knicks games.
Well, yeah, I agree. But if you're a Knicks fan, and you're just trying to express, it's like you're just expressing your opinion to the owner that's doing a shit-ass, terrible, garbage, fucking
Was it
job.
the owner or the GM?
I think he's the owner.
No, but I'm saying the GM's the one that's doing.
But
the
he's the
job.
one that has the GM.
Yeah, but you don't really fire. I mean, unless you're the Bulls, you don't randomly fire people midway through the season.
But this guy has thin skin.
Yeah.
For being a billionaire who owns the Knicks, who owns the New York Rangers, who owns some like a few other big buildings in New York, you need to get thick skin.
Yeah.
And this guy, oh my God, this guy said something not nice to me, so I'm just gonna ban him. Fuck you fucking douchebag! I would love to punch you in the fucking face, James Dolan. Come after me!
No,
I'm a man! I'm 31! Yeah.
But I'll also say this, like,
Fucking idiot!
like what he did, yeah, it was stupid.
Yeah.
But as the owner, you own this team in this game. You can do whatever the hell you want.
But that...
Like a Cuban who randomly does cartwheels on center court because he's the owner, and I'm Mark Cuban. I could just jump out of the skylight and just attack refs and attack.
Cuban's cool.
I can attack refs and hop out of the roof, and I'm Mark Cuban. So, like, if he could do all that shit, like, Dolan can randomly kick someone out of his stadium. I mean,
It's still bullshit.
if you're the owner, you can do what you want.
Yeah, he's the owner, I believe.
But yeah, and it's more the GM that's making terrible decisions.
Well, he's the one that fucking hired the goddamn
Is the
GM.
GM still Phil Jackson?
No, it's not. No, it can't be.
Are you sure?
No way. There's no fucking way Phil Jackson, no, he wants nothing to do with them anymore. No, I'm not looking at Phil Jackson. GM of Knicks. No, I guarantee
It's
it.
going to be Philo Jackson.
Scott Perry. Scott Perry's doing a god-awful job. But no, James Dolan is definitely my douche of the week. They're terrible. They will be... Even when they get... Oh, man, I hate them. Because now they're going to get Kevin Durant, they're going to get Kyrie Irving, and they're going to get Zion Williamson.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck New York. That's what I gotta say. Fuck New York. Okay, I'm going to quit before I really get myself going. Whew! Who's your douche of the week?
Mine's another, or one of mine, is another front office person. This isn't football. Is David Caldwell, the GM of the Jaguars. Because he gave Nick Foles,
Yes.
like 5 years, $80 million to be the starting quarterback.
Yes.
Which, okay, you need a quarterback, that's fine. But he did that a year after. He gave Blake Bortles 6 years, $90 million contract. So you're paying two quarterbacks around almost $200 million.
Maybe they're gonna do switch.
Not with those two.
It doesn't make sense.
But it also, when you have to think about, in the coming years, you need to re-sign Miles Jack, Ramsey, and a few other of your defensive players, and you just spent like $180 million on quarterbacks.
Yeah.
And neither of which are really that good. Because Foles, he looked good in the Eagles, but the last time he left the Eagles to be a starter and signed a big contract, people were shown just how bad he actually is.
Yeah, and they think that, all they're doing is putting a Band-Aid on a wound that's already healing, because Blake Bortles, you know what you're getting with Blake Bortles, and I don't understand why they would sign him for that crazy of a contract just because he got to the AFC title game, and it wasn't because of Blake Bortles. It was because of your defense. And it's like, oh yeah, this quarterback's going to do well, don't worry about it. It's like, alright, if you want to sign him, don't sign him for 5 years or 6 years, $90 million. That's just ridiculous. Sign him if you want to sign him for like 6 years for $50 million or $55, fine and great. If not, let him walk. Because guess what? You guys didn't do shit.
Bortles was a 3-year, $54 million contract with $66 million in incentives.
Holy fuck!
And he has this year cap number is $21 million. 2020 is $23 million.
Yeah. Wait, that's Bortles?
Yeah, that's Bortles.
Oh, okay. So Bortles is 3 year, $54 million with $66 million in incentives, and he gets salary capped.
And then Foles has a 4-year, $88 million contract with $14 million in incentives. Foles can earn up to $102 million over the course of the contract.
What the fuck?
Well,
Oakland's definitely not getting the incentives. I mean, that's guaranteed right there. And how much does this cap hit this year?
Foles is, I think, 15 or 16.
So you're going to have $36 million cap hit on 2 quarterbacks
who aren't good,
who are not above average.
And then that's also like kind of what
I'd rather take Joe Flacco.
I wouldn't. That's kind of what's funny too about like the Dolphins situation, that they reached out to Tyrod Taylor and Bridgewater about being starters there, which everyone wants to be a starter. Now, but Bridgewater and Tyrod were like, you know what? No thanks. We'll go back up Drew Brees and Philip Rivers.
Yeah.
Thanks anyways, but no.
Like New Orleans. I'll just stay here for another year. Maybe Drew Brees retires after 2 years. I'd rather wait. I'd stay with Philip Rivers. I'd rather wait. Fuck this shit. Oh my god, that's just too fucking funny. So, speaking of NFL, we got a lot to talk about on that. Oh my god, free agency up the fucking ass right now, like you just said, with Nick Foles is now a Jacksonville Jaguar. What stand out the most for you? What's when you think about the free agency of 2019? What is standing out like right there? It's going to hit you in the fucking face.
I mean, the 3 things I can think of were the 2 trades with Brown and Odell.
Unbelievable.
Especially since the Giants accepted less for Odell than was originally offered.
Yeah.
Which is kind of retarded. But
yes.
And then Antonio Brown going to the Raiders, which I thought was funny. Yeah. Because, like I told you, they were going to trade him to a team where they could just be like, fine, you weren't happy here, like, go fuck yourself, have fun in Oakland.
Yeah, but, like, Oakland is, I don't know. They're not going anywhere. Unless Derek Carr has an epiphany or something, and they actually draft well, which they probably won't. But, I mean, they got... Who they got? Yeah, you're right.
They got that's Carl Joseph. That's about it. And Garyon Conley. Like those are the 2 best players on defense. They got no pass rush because they traded Mac.
Yep.
And even this trade, it shows how stupid they are.
Yeah.
Because they had a younger Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Who's very similar to Odell when he's playing at his best.
Yes.
Who in Gruden's offense couldn't work with Derek Carr.
Right. So
you trade for an older Antonio Brown
who doesn't like
quarterbacks
anyway, and you're going to have Derek Carr.
And you also may have Antonio Brown's declines really soon too.
Yeah, because he's 31
32, 33. But then, I really like the Browns though getting Odell. That's going to be good. That's going to be fun to watch with Baker and Odell.
Browns are fucking making.
But that also shows how funny the Giants are. Like they just can't do anything right, and it goes back to
they got the 17th overall pick back.
Yeah, but
that's going to do.
But that's also like I explained to you last year about
the offensive line for Saquon Barkley to get 1,800 yards next year.
Not when you can only run and you throw 18 people in the 11 people in the box and just like okay.
Well, wait, the Giants now have the number 2 pick and 17th pick.
Yeah.
So they're okay. I think the Giants are okay with the rebuilding. I understand you're getting rid of a young superstar like Odell Beckham Jr., but if you really
also have to replace
again,
no.
They got Sterling Shepard. He's not Odell Beckham, okay? I know, but he could still be a legitimate star in this league.
And
he can.
But this also
he could be one of those quiet stars. But he's got 1,400 yards and 12 touchdowns. Good job.
But this thing also shows what I said last year, that taking Barkley was a mistake. They should have just taken a quarterback.
Put him behind Eli.
Let him develop with Odell. Then you would have had to trade Odell, and you could have taken a running back this year or in the 3rd or 4th round.
If I was the Giants, this is what I would be thinking right now. You have the number 2 or 3 pick overall, right? Mm-hmm. Because Arizona's number 1.
Yeah.
So I think at least a top 3 pick and a number 17 pick, right?
Yeah.
You put all your eggs in the basket of getting like Nick Bosa
Yeah.
With the top 3 pick, and then with the number 17 pick, you go after an offensive lineman. Now,
then you have to play with Eli.
one more year, because you know what happens? Then you tank again. I know the NFL is not a tanking type league because you're supposed to be, good right after a year and a half. But then you get a top 5 pick, hopefully, if you're the Giants, and you go after the Clemson boy.
Mm-hmm.
You go after him. I can't think of his name.
Trevor Lawrence.
But that's
also kind of like
that'll be perfect.
It's 3 drafts later that 2 extra years you have to wait with Eli. Where instead you could have just drafted the quarterback last year.
I mean, he's not going anywhere. He's not.
No, but if you have someone better than him, you still say, fine, you're expensive, but sit on the bench, you're done. Because he is. He was never that good of a quarterback to begin with.
I agree.
He's like Joe Flacco. He just gets huge contract. Hey, who won the MVP?
Hey! Joe Flacco had less interceptions, more passing yards.
I had 1,800 yards rushing and 17 touchdowns with a quarterback. So
I had 13 touchdowns rushing with a quarterback named Joe Flacco.
I had 1,800 yards.
I don't care. I don't care.
None of my touchdowns were quarterback sneaks. They were all like 50-yard runs from the other end of the field.
I don't understand how you do that.
Because no one can catch Jackson once he runs. But, the whole Eli situation is, if you wouldn't have done that, what pick did they have? Last year, 3rd?
Oh, yeah, I think that was like 3rd or 4th.
They could have taken...
Or 2nd! I think they had 2nd.
So Baker went 1. They could have taken Rosen or Allen.
Yeah.
And then just had them develop with Odell.
Oh, they could get Josh Allen this year. Him or Bosa. Josh Allen.
The defensive player.
Yeah.
But they are true. But the Cardinals are trying to trade Rosen, so...
It doesn't fucking matter. Or what a lot of people are thinking is trade for Rosen.
Yeah.
But now you don't have anything.
I mean, you have another draft pick.
Unless...
You could offer the pick and Sterling Shepard.
You off...
And then just draft a receiver with your other pick. Like get Preston Brown, trade your number 2 pick.
Ooh, unless they're thinking about DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Giants might be thinking about DK.
Well, no, that's what I'm thinking. So,
they might be thinking about because he is an Odell Beckham Jr. This guy's a freak. This guy's going to be a Calvin Johnson type player.
They're actually saying, he won't be there with the Packers pick, but they're thinking that Preston Brown.
That'd be nice.
For a receiver. But, you take your number 2 or number 3 pick, whichever it is this year.
Yeah.
Package it with some other players that you don't think you're going to re-sign, you don't think you're going to use. Offer to the Cardinals, who for some reason are in love with Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Get Josh Rosen. Have Rosen develop behind Eli. Then use your pick that you just got for Odell, and use that to take a receiver. Then you have Rosen, the receiver, and Barkley. And
they have the 6th pick.
Yeah.
They have the 6th and now the 17th. Yeah. That's what the Giants have right now.
So 6th it's going to be hard because Rosen.
Okay. Oh man, now we're going to.
But Haskins might be.
All right, Cardinals is going to. All right,
Cardinals Bosa.
But
I don't think they're going to be stupid enough to take
Kyler Murray. No, I think they are stupid.
I think they're going to take Bosa and then try to trade back into the 1st and get Kyler.
All right, so Kyler Murray. All right, so you say okay, fine, and then I think Niners will go with either
Williams or Allen.
Allen, and then the Jets. Nick Bosa. If Kyler Murray is picked with the Cardinals, Bosa Jets will take them. Take him. Oh shit. So then, what about with the Raiders? Will they take Dwayne Haskins?
No, offensive line and try to see if they can get Carr to work.
And then it all becomes the Bucks.
Then the Bucks would probably go.
Would they go with McCall, seeing that they just traded Deshaun Jackson?
Or they could go with McCall.
Okay, well then
the Giants, maybe Haskins. Then.
Did we already say Josh Allen? Yeah, because Josh Allen goes to Niners, right?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know, man. Like, it's interesting.
Because, I don't know, I could see the Cardinals doing, like, taking Bosa and trying to trade back for Murray. Because Murray is an interesting quarterback. But
I don't think
taking him number one.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially when you just took Rosen.
Huh?
Especially when you just took Rosen. Like, you wasted a first round pick.
Yeah, I agree. Nick. Okay, so right now, this mock draft that just came out 11 hours ago, is saying Murray goes number 1, Bosa goes number 2, Quentin Williams goes number 3.
Oh yeah, Quentin Williams, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. Oh wow, they're saying about Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
And then they say Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, at number 2.
Yeah, then Jaguars go tackle. I could see that happening. They take Burns.
Buffalo gets
McCall.
I don't know. I think McCall should.
Because the reason I say Buffalo could do that is because they're really behind out. But here's the thing: if at 12, White is still there,
yeah,
I think the Packers go White, not Hawkinson.
You might be right,
because they'll go middle linebacker and try to, or go. They don't need Farrell anymore because they just signed 2 outside linebackers. But I can see them going Devin White,
right,
and teaming him up with Blake Martinez.
It's just all crazy shit, man. Because oh man, I don't know. But that's what I would do. I would go with like a Bosa or an Allen if I was Giants. But I know they're not going to be there.
I'd go Quentin Williams too.
Quentin Williams
he's got, looks like he could be another Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
where he's just going to wreck them inside.
Exactly. Or Quentin Williams, and then you go after for an offensive lineman with that number 17 pick, and then you wait until Trevor Lawrence next year, or you wait until the free agency next year. I don't know who's out there next year, but somebody's got to, right? Oh, here we go. 2020 free agents.
But yeah, I mean, I just think it's weird because
it is weird.
They kind of blew their chance, and they can all of this could have been avoided. Barkley's an amazing player, but okay, the free agents quarterbacks for next year. Drew Brees.
Nope.
Russell Wilson, but he'll resign.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Nope.
Eli. Don't extend it much. Phillip Rivers.
No.
Tom Brady.
No.
Jared Goff.
That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. But no.
Jared Goff.
No.
Carson Wentz.
No.
Jameis.
You know
they ain't
what?
gonna re-sign him.
They're not re-signing him. So you know what? I could see Jameis going to the Giants.
Then the last one, Marcus Mariota.
Ooh, those
Mariota. I'd say Mariota's a better quarterback than Winston. He's just in a situation in Tennessee.
Yeah,
if
Tennessee doesn't do shit this year, Marcus will be out.
I want to get him going to the draft.
I can see Winston or Mariota being
because Winston's not going to be re-signed.
And they're both 28, 27. So I mean, they got 5-6 years left on the So I can see the Giants waiting until free agency next year. Get your offensive lineman. Get your defensive end or linebacker in the draft with those 2 first-round picks. Or maybe McAuliffe if he falls somewhere, or whatever, and then you go after Winston or Mariota as your quarterback the next year after Eli hangs it up. Because he's going to be up too, like you just said.
They'll re-sign him. They'll give him Blake Bortles or a contract.
I can see them re-sign him, but say, yo, we're going to re-sign you, but you're going to be a backup.
They'll still give him Nick Foles or Blake Bortles money, because they're stupid like that.
Yeah, they are. But no, that's our in-depth of the Giants.
But yeah, other things that stood out to me in free agency.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we were talking
about. Was all the moves the Packers actually made.
Adrian Amos,
signing Darius White and Preston White.
I love it. Preston Smith.
Signing the offensive lineman Billy Turner.
Yeah.
They just re-signed Allison and Mercedes Lewis.
Yeah, they did.
They were rumored to be in with Ingram and Coleman, but decided not to. I think they're just going to try to go with Jones and see what he can do. I was kind of surprised, like, with the Le'Veon Bell stuff, because, like, as soon as it started, I was trying to remember, like, the Bears are a top team for him, and they just restructured money, and they're gonna sign him. And I was like, dude, even if you restructured money, he's still gonna get a $19-20 million contract. You're not gonna, So and then like all my friends, like before they actually read the update, texted me when they saw like the Bears signed like a running back, and then it was Cordell Patterson. I was like, yeah, that's not Le'Veon.
That's not Le'Veon Bell. But no, Cordell Patterson is still a good pickup for the Bears. Now you got a specialist in the punt returning. I know kick returning is about dead, but you get a specialist with punt returning, and you have yourself a 3 or a 4 guy. At least a weapon. Because remember what New England used to run, and actually Cordell Patterson, he actually fits the Matt Nagy scheme very, very well.
He does.
Because they do a lot. They did a lot of sweeps and shit on New England. So I could totally see Cordell Patterson having about 800 to 1,000 net yards this coming year with rushing and receiving combined. They're going to use Cordell Patterson a lot.
They will, but
it's going to work out.
They will, but they still have a big problem, though.
Jordan Howard.
Well, yeah, and they don't have an actual number 1 back if they don't want to keep Jordan Howard, which supposedly they don't.
Well, yeah, but
then you're going to have to. Then you're going to have to use Cohen as a number 1. And what happened that year the Eagles tried to use Darren Sproles as number 1, and he just kept getting murdered?
But he did well that year.
But he goes hurt most of the year too. He was hurt most of the year too.
Yeah.
Because you can't have someone that size taking that much punishment.
Sure.
Like it works with Kamara because Kamara is big too, so he's just like really quick. You can't have someone like Cohen just repetitively taking all those hits. It's eventually gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's why
break down. For as much as which I don't really understand. A lot of my Bears friends that are Bears fans like hate having Jordan Howard right now.
I don't understand.
You need someone like that who will take the beating and just keep getting hits.
But Nagy doesn't use it.
Yeah, and then let Cohen go.
But now you got Cordell Patterson to help out with maybe some rushing yards and some sweeps and all that shit. So it's going to help out with the whole Jordan and Tariq Cohen
if they keep Jordan Howard.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but I really, really like the Eric Weddle to L.A.
Yeah.
I think that's going to make that defense. I understand they still got Donald. Ndamukong Suh is on free agency right now. I don't know if they're going to re-sign them or not, but at least they have Weddle back there with. Oh my God, I can't think of his name.
John Johnson.
John Johnson. I love John Johnson. And then,
I know he's on my team.
I know he kills me in my other league all the time because I'm the Arizona Cardinals, and John Johnson picks off Chosen Rosen every fucking time. But Marcus Peters, I honestly believe that the secondary is just going to get better. Peters didn't have that good of a year this year. John Johnson's just going to get better. I think that secondary is now. I don't want to say unstoppable, but they're going to win another 11-12 games. It's going to happen.
The only reason I don't really like the move as much is because who he replaced, he's not as good as. He replaced LaMarcus Joyner.
Yeah.
Who was a lot better than this version of Eric Weddle.
I don't know. I think Eric Weddle has one more good year in him.
How many more good years does LaMarcus Joyner have?
Well, because he's like, what, 25, 26?
Yeah. Right. So why wouldn't they just re-sign him?
Because they want to win now.
They could have won now with him.
Maybe they don't want Jared Goff next year. I don't know. But I really like it. I like what the Rams are doing. Good for them. Browns, I think, won free agency. Browns won free agency. And I think they're going to, you know what? Call right now. What's the date? It's March 13th. 2019, so we're going to say this April, May, June, July, August, in 5 months. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it in August. 12-4. The Browns go 12-4. Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham Jr.
He's going to be suspended the whole year.
He will be. Maybe 8 games.
The whole year. Don't give him the whole year.
They got Carlos Hyde too, I believe.
Yeah.
So and Chubb and fucking Chubb, dude. 12-4.
Yeah.
Browns go 12-4. Win the AFC North.
I can
and we'll see what they do.
I can see that happening. Also, I mean, of course, it depends on the draft.
Brother Baker.
But I could also see the Packers going out with that, because next year's schedule is really easy for them, and I could see the Bears turning down a little, kind of like the Jaguars.
Maybe like a wild card, though?
Yeah, maybe a wild card. But like the Jaguars did, where they were really good that one year, and then it kind of just went downhill.
Because that's the thing about the NFL.
With the defenses, eventually you know how to game plan against them.
Exactly.
And there was a few teams in the playoffs that showed how to move the ball on their defense.
Exactly.
And it's like I was even saying during the year.
They don't have Adrian.
Yeah, it's like I was even saying during the year, though.
Yeah.
If Khalil Mack doesn't have like a 4-sack, 3-fumble game, they don't win.
They don't win.
And, not having Amos is going to hurt them. They're rumored to be talking to Clinton Dix now.
That would be a good fit for him.
That would be, but it's kind of like I told my one friend, I was like really excited about that. I was like, look, I know from when he was on the Packers, he is a really good player. I was like, but he's also gonna get blown past a lot too, because he tries to jump every route to get that interception.
Yeah,
and he
does. He goes for that pick every fucking time.
And you're gonna get burned a couple times with him.
Yeah, you are.
And also, like, when he went to the Redskins are trying to re-sign him too, though. But that's the other thing too. Like on the Redskins, he looked awful.
Yeah. And
I don't know if it's like you're saying he's starting to decline already.
Yeah. At such a young age, he's been what? Is this his third, fourth year?
Fourth or fifth.
Yeah.
No, fifth because he was on his rookie contract.
That's right. So he's already declining, after 5 years. So it's not that good for a safety.
But yeah, and I liked most of the Packers signings. Like the money was a little weird for like Preston Smith and Zadarius.
Yeah.
Amos were actually a really good deal because he was like a top 10, top 15 safety the last 3 years.
Oh yeah.
And you only gave him like $30 million. So that's a really good deal for them. I could see them with their easier schedule going 12-4. The Vikings are going to suck next year because Cousins can't play. The Lions will be better.
Sure.
Bears will probably be good. I don't know if they're going to be as good as last year, but they'll be good.
But so far, what this whole overview of the NFL offseason is that it just completely blew the MLB offseason away.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it if Bryce Harper wasn't signed by the time the first day of NFL offseason happened.
Awesome.
So everyone would have been like, what the fuck? They're like, okay, we don't care anymore.
Alex Keuchel isn't?
Yeah.
Craig Kimbrell isn't?
They're saying he's talking to the Cubs.
Kimbrell?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. He doesn't want to be on a World Series championship Boston team?
They're not talking to him anymore.
Why?
I don't know. They're trying to trade for someone.
Jesus Christ.
But they're saying he's talking to the Cubs and trying to talk to the Red Sox, but I think might go in a different direction.
That's fucked up. I don't know about that.
But,
I love his stance. He looks like a creature. I'm gonna fucking kill you, motherfucker. It's weird shit, man. Alright,
But yeah, the offseason has been fun. There's still some good players out there. It's weird though, because the one team I thought was going to be the most active didn't do jack shit. The Colts had the most cap space going into free agency, and have gotten no one.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
They've literally have the most cap space to spend, and
they don't want anybody.
I don't know if they don't want anybody. I think there's nobody wanted them.
I guess so. That's just weird. Yeah, I mean, you got... them
and the Jets had the most cap space, and
the Jets got
a lot. Oh yeah, and that's what my second dish for football. Anthony Barr.
Oh yeah.
Not so much for changing his mind, because it's your life. You can do what you want. If you think you're not going to be happy on one team, okay. But when one team is drastically improving and offers you a higher contract than the team that is in decline, you think you'd want to go to the team that's getting better, not the team that's getting worse.
Well, maybe he wants to stay in Minnesota. Maybe he's more of a small city guy, and he doesn't want the big city with the big lights. Some people can't handle that.
Maybe, but it's also, like, I think the thing with him that's interesting is that he did get those 2 big contract offers when, okay, his first 2 years, like, yeah, he was, like, amazing, but he hasn't done anything since his first 2 years.
True.
So, like, because when he first came out, everyone's like, oh, he's going to be like Mosley and Kuechly, he's going to be like a dominant inside linebacker for years to come. And after 2 years, like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But then, since then, he's just kind of been there. Like,
maybe that's why, because maybe he knows that he's going to suck and he doesn't want to go to New York, deal with the New York press.
Maybe.
You know, that might be a reason. But no, I like that. You know, you're going to get more money somewhere, and
and be on a better
team, a up and up team, a Sam Darnold and Le'Veon Bell, and you got an exciting offense.
And you would have played with Mosley.
And you would have played with C.J. Mosley, and now you're gonna do nothing. I gotcha. So, WWE. Fastlane happened.
Yep.
It was a weird pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know what? I need a water on this one.
Yeah.
I have a beer, but I don't have a beer. So I'm going to go with a water on this one.
It was kind of strange. I think, like, most of the matches were good. I thought the Miz thing was kind of expected.
No, we saw that coming. See, here's the thing. There were a lot of things like, alright, saw that coming. Alright, saw that coming. It was... The in-ring performances were great.
Yeah.
They were amazing. Even the Usos versus the Miz and Shane. There were some really good fucking spots.
That's because Miz is amazing. He doesn't get enough credit for that.
No, he really doesn't.
And Shane could randomly do stupid shit all the time. So.
The triple threat tag team match was insane.
Yeah.
That was insane. The rematch of the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental title match was insane.
US.
Not Intercontinental, US. And fuck, what was that one match that I'm like, holy shit, this is just crazy, and I was like surprised. I forgot which one it was.
The Shield?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was alright. No, it was,
Brian?
It might have been that one.
Brian
Yes! Holy motherfucking shit! The spot, they did spot after spot after spot after spot after spot after spot.
Yeah.
I loved it. I fucking loved it. Oh my god. And oh my god, the 450 splash on the ring apron?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And then the powerbomb on the apron, of course, and then the moonsault that turned into the fucking, the flying knee.
Yeah.
Loved it. The in-ring performances were on fucking point. It was major pay-per-view performance.
It was
almost all the matches.
They were all really good, and it was amazing. But the way that match ended, I don't think you're going to get one-on-one Kofi versus Bryan.
Why?
I think KO's going to be involved. Because KO didn't lose. Mustafa lost. And KO could come up out on SmackDown next week, like not even heelish, just kind of saying,
hey.
I was supposed to face him one-on-one. I didn't lose that match. You threw someone else in, and he lost, and he lost my opportunity. I want another chance because I should have been facing him one-on-one.
That's why they put Mustafa Ali in the match.
And then you could go back to being a triple threat with Kofi, KO, and Bryan, and could get more amazing spots like you did with Ali.
And then hopefully, But okay. I understand, but don't understand why they put Mustafa Ali in. Okay, I understand why. Because yes,
he was injured. He was going to have the shot anyways.
He didn't have. Yeah, he was going to get the shot anyways at Fastlane. It was just that the emergence of Kofi came up because Mustafa Ali was injured, and why he was in the why he was supposed to be in the chamber and he never got a shot. It was just weird on how it all came up.
Yeah.
And I understand it's because I think Mustafa Ali was medically cleared like 5-6 days before Fastlane, like right around the last SmackDown, so they couldn't really like rush him into the picture. But they did it at Fastlane, which, okay, it was cool, and then puts more storyline with Kofi Kingston. Like, oh, he's gonna get a shot, triple threat match, and then all of a sudden it's Ali. It was like cool and weird at the same time. It was sloppy.
Yeah.
In a way, it was sloppy, and that's why it's like, wait, this storyline, like, I get it, but like the way you're portraying it sucks.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of that at Fastlane. There was a lot of like, what storyline? Wait, what?
Yeah, I thought that
there was a lot of weirdness.
I thought it was weird, but I did like it because I've told this like. I was happy to see it because both Ricochet and Mustafa have like two of the coolest entrances. Right now, it's a laser. Yeah. But like Ricochet's and Ali's are different though because they all have like basically like the light up mask and the laser show that comes out. Like, so that's cool to see. And like Ali, I don't get how he ended up in that match because I never even saw that part.
Yeah, exactly.
But I get I get why.
It was just out of, I get why, but it was just out of nowhere. It was so anticlimactic. They didn't say anything. They just said, it's going to be a triple threat match tonight. Oh, okay. So we're not going to know who the third guy is until the match itself? Yep.
But I can see why they do that too, because then you get the people thinking it was going to be Kofi.
Again.
And then it wasn't.
But that kind of like, in the beginning, it fucked up Mustafa Ali, because like, oh, it's like the guy that was supposed to get the push. But he got injured. Alright. And then when he started doing spot after spot after spot, then the crowd started getting behind him. Like, oh, okay, I remember Mustafa. I like this. But it was just, it could have been done a lot better.
It could have.
But it just felt like it was very sloppy.
I think, and there's also a reason for that too, is I think being at like a pay-per-view that's kind of viewed as a throwaway pay-per-view anyways, I think they were just kind of like, you know what, just fuck it. Go out there and do some crazy stuff. Yeah. People will like it, so.
And there was a lot of that in a lot of matches, which made me, the fucking coast to coast that hit fucking Jay when he was doing the splash on Miz.
Yeah.
I mean, like going back to that match, that was fucking amazing. Yeah. Like, I'm like, holy shit, I gotta rewind this shit. This is great. So, no Bray Wyatt again.
Or also the Alistair and Ricochet when Ricochet did the springboard and Alistair sprung off the ropes.
Yes.
Did his like kneeling thing.
That.
And then they both hit the ropes at the same time, and Ricochet went over and he just sprung back into the ring and just like sat in the middle of the ring.
Exactly. And then when Ricochet going over that spot, fucking awesome. Yeah. The spot where he went over the fucking post, the ring post, and where Chad Gable tags him, like you had to be on fucking point for that to work. Yeah. And both Chad Gable and Ricochet did fucking phenomenal on that spot. So, and same with Bobby Roode, because he had to be in position to get the hit. But for Ricochet's amazing. He didn't even fucking springboard. Like, he just did it off the fucking mat. Springboarding, literally doing a fucking swanton over the fucking post. Getting, Chad Gable tagging him while he's in the fucking air. Amazing.
Well, no, and like him being here right now, and Alistair, are like going back to my point I made a few months ago. Why I'll still say this and like completely think this: they don't miss or need Kenny Omega at all.
You're right,
because Ricochet is just as good, if not better, because he can do crazier stuff.
Yeah,
and Alistair is amazing too.
And they also have Mustafa Ali.
And Adam Cole once he gets up.
Exactly. And they still got Mustafa Ali. Gargano. I mean, you're right. You're right when we were talking about this 3, 4, 5 weeks ago. We already have Kenny Omega.
Needed it better than more than they did.
We already have
Seth Rollins, who's like Kenny Omega.
He is Kenny Omega. Well, Kenny Omega is Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
It's just that Kenny Omega is the indie Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
You know,
that's Seth Rollins was the indie Seth Rollins.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But, it would have been cool to see Kenny in WWE because having a match with Seth would have been cool.
But he wouldn't even get that because he would just be lost on the mid-card.
Yeah, but
that would just happen.
With people like Ricochet, Adam Cole, Alistair, Gargano, Ciampa, once he gets back, it's not really necessary.
No, you're right. It's not necessary. So Fastlane was great in ring, like we said. So Monday Night Raw happens, and we finally get back on track. Road to WrestleMania, and you know what? I really, really, really love the send-off, which is not really maybe a send-off of the Shield.
Yeah.
You know, there was no turning on each other, you know, as of now, of course. But there was no turning on each other. It was just, it's literally what you thought was going to happen the New Day. Just go on your own ways. Part ways. You know, hey, we had a good time. We had a good run. You know, Shields forever, but Seth, you got Lesnar. I'm going to go do my own thing, and Dean Ambrose says that he's got some business to take care of. And we thought that's what you wanted from the New Day, you know, just no turns.
Just find ways to go their own way.
And that's what the Shield did in the beginning of Raw, which I loved. I loved it a lot. Of course, it's not the end of it, but...
Unless Ambrose really is gone.
Ambrose is really gone, but he's still under contract.
Until WrestleMania.
Until WrestleMania, actually a few weeks after WrestleMania. So I don't know if they're just going to write him off television and just let him coast through the rest of it. Because as you know, Drew McIntyre beat the living fuck out of Dean Ambrose, which was awesome. And if that is the send-off, Dean Ambrose gone from WWE, yes, I'm full steam ahead on that. Because then, yes, that brings... Now you just made McIntyre versus Roman Reigns mean something and WrestleMania worthy.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And now you need McIntyre to keep up with this fucking momentum for the next 2-3 weeks before WrestleMania to bring the Roman Reigns versus McIntyre even that much bigger of a WrestleMania moment and WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like that. I also like Shelton Benjamin going after South.
That was good.
Paul Heyman stuff.
That was very good. I love that. You know, that was... It was smart, too, because Shelton Benjamin was a trainer at the University of Minnesota for Brock Lesnar.
And I also like, even though I'm disappointed she won't be in a match, but I like Alexa being the host for WrestleMania because I understand why she's not in a match because it's too short of a time to throw her into...
And she's still healing. I know she's
cleared, but
she's cleared because she's doing live event matches, but they're more tag team matches than anything.
So she's still getting back into it, and that's a good position for her because she's amazing on the mic. She's fun, a fun character. So it's good her being the host. I like that. The Rousey stuff was good. Yeah,
great heel turn.
Yep.
You know, it was good. A little weird, but she still got it down. You know, fuck you guys fucking suck.
Yeah.
Fuck Charlotte, fuck Ronda, or not Ronda, fuck Becky Lynch. It was good.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah, Angle retiring.
Kurt Angle's gonna retire.
Yep.
Who's he facing? Because now I'm thinking, and you're right. You're probably right about one thing. We're not going to get Samoa Joe versus Cena. I think now Cena will send Kurt Angle, away, because I think it'll be like a Shawn Michaels Ric Flair one.
And Cena's first match was Kurt Angle.
And John Cena inducted Kurt Angle in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
More why?
I could see it being Cena. And then in that case, I think Joe is going to face Ray for the Intercontinental title. Or U.S. title, I mean.
Yeah.
I either say Cena or Baron or Braun, one of those two, because Baron they're going to want to do something with.
They're still going to want to push Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whoever
But that's not
faces Angle is going to beat Angle. And that's my whole problem with it being Cena. Like Cena doesn't need to.
Corbin has already beaten Angle on numerous Monday Night Raws. Why are you going to have a Monday Night Raw match turn into a WrestleMania match?
Or Braun.
That might be.
Because why? Like, yeah, I get Cena Angle because the nostalgia and all that. But why have a match we've seen like 10 times before? And what does Cena beating Angle or Angle beating Cena really do? It doesn't boost Cena up at all because he's already.
When Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair did theirs.
Well, that was Michaels' comeback too. That's when he came back from like the back surgery and all that. So he was going back into it, and after that he won the world title. Yeah. So like Cena Angle, what's really like the point of it? Like I'd rather I know they're on different shows. But honestly, I'd rather see Joe versus Angle.
That honestly would be perfect. Even put the U.S. title out. Well, that makes sense because then, you could have Kurt Angle win the belt and then vacate it.
Yeah. Speaking of vacated titles, this kind of just came through on an update from NXT for tonight. Says the title was vacated because of Ciampa's neck surgery, and they said they have a 5-way match, and the winner of that will go on to face Johnny Gargano at TakeOver to be the champion. So the match was Adam Cole versus Ricochet versus Alistair versus Dream versus Riddle.
Matt Riddle won.
Nope. Adam Cole, baby.
That's what I was going to say first, but that's going to be an amazing match.
And it's 2 out of 3 falls.
That's going to go 45 minutes. Guaranteed. That's going to be a fight forever match for sure.
I think Cole wins.
I feel like I'm losing my voice. Oh my God.
I think Adam Cole's going to win. I think Gargano
it'll be up and
may reclaim the North American title from Velveteen Dream. Or Gargano will go up to the main roster and fight for the Intercontinental US.
So SmackDown.
Yep.
Kofi's going to win next week.
Yeah. Who's he facing?
Gauntlet match. Bar, Samoa Joe, Randy Orton.
What if they all just attack him at once?
And Kevin Owens helps him.
Yep.
And then you get your Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. Yeah. I could see that. SmackDown was really good.
Yeah. The Shane explanation was funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. I like it. Gonna bring up another WrestleMania moment. Shane versus Miz. Here we go. Oh man.
But I will say, Miz and Owens as faces is so unnatural. It's so weird. It doesn't really work.
No, they don't. It doesn't work at all. But I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. It's gonna work for this at least. Oh man. What else? Fuck.
Yeah, that 8-man tag with the Hardys, Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
Alistair versus the Bar.
I think we're gonna get another multi-tag team title match at WrestleMania.
Probably ladder match again.
Yeah, probably a fatal 4-way.
I think the Hardys end up winning because then they could say they have had every tag team title
because they had
in the business. And when the invasion happened, they actually won the WCW tag titles.
You're right, they did.
And they had TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan.
So the quest of gold continues.
And they've had the old WWE tag titles. They had the SmackDown and Raw tag team titles before this.
Before this shit, yeah.
And then they had the Raw tag titles last WrestleMania.
And then
I can see them winning the SmackDown. I could even see them doing something weird if they win the SmackDown tag titles and just randomly showing up at NXT. And there's one more title we need to win.
One title we need to win for the quest of gold. Oh my God! What else? There was something else.
The only reason I think Alistair and Ricochet will be involved in one of those matches, but I think it's going to be Raw. I don't think they're going to be in the SmackDown one because I think the SmackDown one is probably in the Bar, New Day without Kofi. Who else was on SmackDown?
Wow.
Heavy Machinery. And then the Usos.
And then the Usos, yeah.
And probably a ladder match or a TLC match.
Yeah.
then on the Raw side, I think it's just going to be the straight up Revival versus Aleister and Ricochet.
That'll be cool.
And then I think Aleister and Ricochet are going to win.
I could see that. But, oh man. I think that's all I got. If anything else.
Yeah, I got one more douche. WWE writers.
Why?
Because, they're going to have Braun Strowman face a stupid fucking celebrity at WrestleMania instead of...
They're killing Braun Strowman, man. It's so fucked.
But even that, also because of what happened Monday with Flair and Lashley winning the Intercontinental title again.
So who's Finn Balor going to face?
Probably Lashley.
You think so? And that's
in a cage or a cell match. Well, it's just so Leo can't get involved. It'll probably be a cage or a Hell in a Cell.
I can see that.
Because if it's not Lashley, Last Man Standing, he can get involved. It's no deal.
Unless he's banned from ringside.
But if it's not Lashley, and if it's something bigger like you thought,
yeah,
I could seriously see him facing the Undertaker. Because he keeps teasing it on his Twitter. Today he posted basically a picture of him trying to do a coup de grace to Taker, and then Taker sitting up.
Yeah, look at that shit. And when is Bray Wyatt coming back?
Who the fuck knows? Maybe WrestleMania.
That's another reason why creative team is douchebags.
Maybe the day after WrestleMania. I think he's still doing filming for that movie he's in. And, word from what I read online, why he's been out this long, was he was actually hurt. He got, 3 months ago, got into, a bad car accident.
Oh, shit.
And, he hurt his arm, so he's been, rehabbing, but he's also, right now, kind of cleared, but he's filming.
And that's why they don't want to do, a full creative with him, because maybe what they have planned for him is something really big.
Yeah.
They need him to be 100% healthy.
Well, what the creative might be is kind of what I told you, a few months ago. I think it's going to eventually... I think Bryan keeps that Mania, and it's going to lead to Bray versus
Bryan in the summertime.
And then Rowan will turn on Bryan, because Bray will get him back.
Bray will get him
back. Yeah. And Bray gets the title at SummerSlam and gets to have an actual title reign, unlike that joke of a reign when he won it at fucking Royal Rumble, then he lost it.
At WrestleMania, a terrible fucking match with Randy Orton. Oh, or just about Randy Orton and AJ Styles.
Yeah. Told you Cena and Joe when it happened.
So we went 1 for 1.
But I won the MVP with Lamar Jackson and had 5,300 total yards and about 80 touchdowns.
My name is James. This is Publish, and we'll be back next week. And fuck you, Joe Flacco still has 5,400 yards.
And he'll be your number 1 pick.